Hey comic book fans, my nerdy friends, and my geeky compadres, what's going on? So yesterday was MotorCity Comic Con 2016 for me. I only went the one day, Friday, but I ended up with a whole bunch of stuff. So this is going to be my haul video. Let's get it started. Okay, first I'm going to show you two things that I actually bought after the con. I went back to my my LCS because I had a little bit of extra money left, and there were some things from Wednesday that I didn't pick up. So just two trades. First of being Sons of Anarchy Volume 5. I actually have Volumes 1 through 4, but I haven't read them yet. So it seems I'm just collecting them right now. And then Hellblazer Volume 13, Haunted. I have all the rest, and I've read them all, and it's fantastic. So, really excited to get that. Next, all the rest of this is stuff from the con. We'll start off with the two things I got signed. First of, I had this Sir Bedivere vinyl pop from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Terry Jones, who played Sir Bedivere, was there, and I got him to sign the top there. It says, "To Scott, best wishes, Terry Jones." Actually, when I went to meet him, I was completely starstruck and barely said a word to him. So that kind of sucked. And then also, they were charging selfie prices. So for an additional $20, I could have got a selfie with them. I decided not to do that. So I just got him to sign it. Didn't get a picture with him, but, you know, whatever. I had the experience of not talking to, like, a high school idol of mine. So, fantastic. And then the other thing that I got signed, I was actually walking Artist's Alley and saw this artist there and saw his book there. And it's a book I've been wanting to pick up for a while. It's just every time I go to the shop and see it, I don't get it for some reason, for one reason or another. I don't know. But this time, seeing him there, talking to him for a little while, we talked for a bit. It was pretty cool. I had to pick it up. So I finally got a hold of Cursed Pirate Girl by Jeremy A. Bastian. There's a signature right there in gold. Really cool. Very nice guy. Apparently he's from around here, so that's pretty awesome. I was talking to him, and from what he told me, this trade here is like chapters 1 through 3 of the story, and he had another little book sitting next to it, which was supposed to be chapter 4. He told me that it took him 3 years to get just that one finished. I didn't pick it up. I kind of wish I had now. But being that he lives so close to me, maybe I'll see him at a shop or something eventually. Or maybe I can just contact him and purchase it from him. That'd be cool. So, really, really super nice guy. If you ever come across him, he's awesome. He does the art and the writing. And his art is fantastic. Next, I met RWC, I think is how you pronounce his name. He did the art in Cowl. I have Volume 1. I haven't read it yet, but he was there and had Volume 2, so I asked him how much it was, and he was like, $15. I was like, okay. So I went to give him $15, and he was like, "Oh, just 10." I was like, "Oh, okay." So it was kind of funny, and then he didn't sign it either. Like I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't do that very often, but picked that up and had that little experience. Next, I found this book that actually for a little while I've been looking for it, just have never seen it, and that is A Contract with God. By Will Eisner. Ever since I read The Invisible People, I've wanted to get a hold of this. I believe this is his first graphic novel, from what I understand. But The Invisible People was fantastic, and I've heard really, really good things about this, so super stoked to come across that. Picked it up at a half-price trades place, but the girl didn't charge me half price. Like, I picked this up, the next two you're going to see, and a trade for Lucas, and it was $25 for all of them. So I think the cover price on this was $18.95. So, you know, $9 for that, and then I have 3 others. There's no way she charged me half price, so was thankful for that. Next, DMZ, Volume 2, Body of a Journalist. Again, another book that I have the first volume of that I haven't read yet, but I figured, found it at a half-price shop, might as well pick it up. This one was, the cover price is $14.99, so I don't think I got it for $8, because that right there, you know, 9 and 8. Anyway, I picked up Lucas Ben 10 trade that was cover priced at $15. So, and lastly, for the trades, another one I've been looking for a while. This is Archie, The Married Life, Book 3. I have the first 2. I've read them, and I want to say there's 6 or 7 books, but I was super stoked to come across this. So I have that. Before I get into all the singles I have, I want to show the last thing that I picked up, which was really cool. It was at a toy vendor, and I was surprised to come across this, but it is the book and recording version of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Really cool. It was like just sitting on its own. Found it, picked it up for $5, and it actually has the record. So, I mean, it's a little beat up, but I'm still going to try and play it. It'll probably still play. But yeah, really cool to come across. I mean, the art in it's fantastic. And I have like a thing with 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. My dad used to, every time I was sick home from school, my dad would put the movie on, and it would be like the thing that got me better, you know. So anyway, really, really cool, especially to be like the last thing I bought. So got those. Next, we'll jump into the singles that I got. First, picked up Devil Dinosaur number 3. I got it for 50 cents. And actually less than that because of all the stuff from the 50-cent place that I picked up. The guy stopped counting when I hit $50. So I think I had like $56 worth, and he just charged me $50. So got that. Picked up Inhumans Volume 1, Issue 1, Issue 2, 4, 8, and 11. So now I have 1 through 11 of Volume 1 of Inhumans. I just need to find issue 12. Nobody had it that I saw there. I think I picked those up for like $2 a piece or something like that. Then we have some Walt Simonson, Mighty Thor. This is 352, 353, 368, and 369. And the next, everything else is one title. It is the title that I told everybody I was going to go hard after, and I did. I went real hard after it. So, I don't know where to start. Here, we'll start at like the Volume 2 stuff. I'll just show it real quick because I want to save the Volume 1 stuff for the good stuff. So Volume 2 being like the Marvel Knights volume of Daredevil. We're just going to go through these real quick because I have almost all of them. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29, 30, 32, 33, 34. A lot of really great covers in this. 35, 36, 37, 38. All of these were part of that 50 cent place that I went to. 39, 40, 42, 43, 45, 46, 47, 48, 50, 51, 52, 53, 56, 57, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 80, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 106, 110, 111. Then after the whole Marvel Knights thing, I went on to continue the numbering. 502, 503, 504, 505, 506, 509, 511, and 512. And I also have the Brubaker Annual. So that's all the Volume 2 / continuance of Volume 1 that I have. And then we have all the Volume 1 stuff that I was finding. All different prices. Some of them were in the 50 cents. Some of them were like $1, $2, $5, whatever. Anyway, glad I picked them up. $2.89. $2.88. $2.87. $2.82. $2.75. $2.60. $2.57. $2.55. $2.53. $2.49. $2.38. $2.36. $2.32. $2.31. All right, sorry folks, phone ran out of memory. So I think I left at $2.31. We got $2.27. $2.24. $2.23. $2.22. $2.18. $2.16. $2.15. Ooh, glare. $2.13. $2.12. $2.08. $2.07. $1.99. $1.98. $1.97. $1.67. $1.23. $1.13. $91. And this last one, is actually the first book I picked up. We walked in the doors and went left. And then for some reason my friends decided to just turn down an aisle, and there was like magnets and shirts. And then the next vendor was comics. I was like, guys, one sec, let me stop. Because on the boxes, everything said 50% off of single issues. And I was like, oh, man. All right, let me just look real quick. So I went through the Daredevils, found the earliest one that he had, and there was $20 on it. So it was $10. I was like, sorry, guys, let me just make this like the first purchase of the day, get it going, get the anxiety kind of over. Let's just do it. So, extra super sexy grade copy of Daredevil #6. You can see all the creases. There's a date stamp up there. Noah decided to sign it for me. It is in rough shape, but it is my only Daredevil issue where he's in the yellow suit. And as I said, it is now my earliest issue of Daredevil. Also, it is the first appearance of Mr. Fear there. And the two other guys make up the Fellowship of Fear, I think is the name of it. I forget the other guys' names. It's like Ox and Eel or something like that. I can't remember. But super stoked. Written by Stan Lee. Art by Wally Wood. So pretty stoked on this one. And it's the first thing I bought at the con. So it was pretty cool. I'm pretty stoked about it. And with those purchases, my Daredevil in my tome has turned pretty red. And actually, with everything I picked up, I am 2 issues away from having 197 to 315 complete. So 2 more issues to get. 233, which I just haven't seen. And then 254, again, another one that I haven't seen, but that's the first appearance of Typhoid Mary, which is proving to be difficult for me to come by. So one of these days I'll get them, and then I'll have a really decent chunk down as far as like all the 200s. I'll be pretty stoked about that. I'm pretty sure I can pick up the 300s pretty easy. I just haven't gone after them really. I've been focusing on 100 to 300 really is kind of where my focus was. But with picking up all those volume 2s, which are like 400 to 500 if you're going with the continual numbering, with picking up most of those, I'm like 20 away from having volume 2 completed. So with having most of those, I might as well jump into the 300s, which I've seen at Second and Charles and a couple of the other shops that I go to every now and then. So hopefully I'll be able to come across those pretty easy. I think I should. And then, and then we'll start on the real heavy hitters, like the early 100s. And before that, the double-digit ones, which are going to kill me. But I came across a couple of them, like I have no problem with having this grade of any of these issues. So when I come across them, I mean, I paid $10 for this. You want a better grade copy, you're going to be paying a lot more money for it. So I have no problem with this grade. I actually kind of like it. It's awesome. I don't care what anybody says. But yeah, pretty stoked on what I got. I ended up only getting 3 doubles in the Madness, which ended up being 41 of Volume 2, 216, and 208. So all of which they were like in the 50 cents, the 50-cent bins. So that was before I started, like, you can see on the tome here, little checks over the numbers. Those are the ones that at the break, when I dropped stuff off at the car, I checked off so I wouldn't get doubles, which I did before I went to the car. So anyway, that's it. Pretty successful MotorCity Comic Con this year. Kind of a bummer because I didn't have anybody else from YouTube come with me. I did go with some friends, which made it really cool. They're not into the comic part of it as much as I am, so I had a whole lot of time by myself looking through the bins, which is all right. I mean, it kept my focus, but you know, it's more fun when you have somebody there flipping through the issues and like pulling stuff out and showing each other. But it was cool. It was a good time. I think if I went either today or tomorrow, I'd probably look a little bit harder for that Inhumans number 12. Probably look for a couple other titles that I didn't even get to touch, like Sensational She-Hulk and Ecstatics that I had just picked up that chunk of. I didn't even look for any of those. But I think what I came away with was pretty solid. I mean, it was what I went for. I told myself I wanted to try like hell to finish that Volume 1 Inhumans, and then I really, really wanted to try hard to get as many Daredevil issues that I could, and I did that. I mean, as far as the single issues go, the only thing that I went off my list for was that that Devil Dinosaur. And that's Jack Kirby. That's on the list all the time, no matter what I'm doing. If there's any Jack Kirby that I come by, especially for 50 cents, I'm picking it up. So yeah, I think overall it was a pretty solid day. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased. So there were a couple other trades at the half off place that I would have liked to have picked up. There was a hardcover there that I wanted to get, but put it down because, well, I didn't know the girl was gonna make me a deal the way she did. But you know, I'd probably go back today and try to pick it up. But well, one of these days I'll come across it again. Maybe next year. But yeah, that's it. That was Motor City Comic Con for me. Don't have any pictures or video to show you guys. But that's my haul. So, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.